Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As a recording of this, it is Disneyland's birthday, Wednesday, July 17th, 2024. However, I am not out on the West Coast, I am here on the East Coast. Starting off the video here in Celebration, Florida, backside of 7-Eleven. They are still doing a little bit of work on it. I'm right here along this little lake shore with the fountain. Well, it's more of a retention pond. Wearing an appropriate shirt. Now, I have stayed spoiler-free. They did a preview about a week ago for the new Country Bear Jamboree, now called the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, which is weird to me because it was always a musical and it was always a jamboree. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't seen really anything on it. Kind of like I stayed spoiler-free with the previews and all that for Tiana's Bayou adventure. I like that. Don't know if I'm gonna like this. However, Big Al, on my shirt at least, will always have blood on his saddle. Cheers, Big Al. Join me. Let's head to Magic Kingdom. It's opening day. It's the opening day, official opening, reopening day of the completely new Country Bear attraction. Shall you?
These cyber trucks are following me everywhere. Everywhere.
Underneath the archway of the most magical place on one of the archways leading in. It's about 9:57 right now. Rope drop was an hour ago. Didn't make it here by rope drop. However, made it here an hour afterwards. Definitely quite a few people here at the front entrance. Paying to park. I think I'm going to opt to walk. Quite a few people congregated over there. I am in Simba 120. Simba 120. It's busy. Wow, there's a lot of freaking people waiting for the tram. Look at this. I guess an hour after rope drop is the busy making your way to the park time. Speaking of Disneyland, because today is the anniversary, hard to believe, next year, 2025, will be the 70th anniversary of Disneyland, which means next year, it'll be 10 years since the Diamond Celebration, and 10 years since I first moved to SoCal and lived by the Orange Circle. Where the heck does the time go? But I am leaving town tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to be gone for a while, considerable amount of time. And this will be my last time at WDW for well over a month, maybe even more than that until I get back in town. And then when I get back, I'm only here for a few days before I leave again. So a lot of travels coming up. A lot of travels. But before arriving out there, I got a lot of other places I got to go first. So I'm not going directly to SoCal. Got a few other places before there. See you real soon, Heavy Metal Mickey. Well, I'll see you on the way out also from TTC, you know what I mean. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Monorail, tram shot. Another monorail. Dang, there's a lot of freaking people. This is a serious bottleneck right here. Get through the checkpoint. A little bit of a test in patience here. Another monorail going by. That's how long it's been, but I'm getting ready to go through now. Getting ready to go through. Either putting the stanchions away or putting them down. Put them up, put them down, put them up, put them down. Stanchion fest. Taking the monorail, not the boat. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to be getting on monorail yellow. Standing room only. Be like a New York City subway in there. Without the graffiti. Standing room only. Standing room.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome aboard Monorail Yellow. Our next stop will be Magic Kingdom. City County, Sigler, all the way.
Very back of the monorail. It's a different monorail. Mine one came in on this beat. Train pulling into the station. So, because I was in the back, walked down the stairs, was the first one off. Man, that was a crowded monorail commute, to say the least. I need to check on the app and see if Country Bears is on the app, shows it's open on the app. Oh, I want to check the guide map too. I gotta check out the old guide map. Here I leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and a circular, not a square, or not a rectangular entrance sign. All right, not reopened, not overlaid, but the word they're using is reimagined. Reimagined in Frontierland. Boy, the wind is kind of gusty. So I'm gonna head over to Frontierland. Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Clap along in this country and western musical review starring a cast of singing bears. Probably no unpolitically correct fat shaming. And update, they have a new poster here for the new Country Bear Musical Jamboree. New acts, continuous shows daily, now playing. So there is no, Liver Lips is not called Liver Lips anymore. Now he's called Romeo. Yeah, so the old poster has been removed. It was up there last time I was here, but now it's changed. Look at Big Al right there. He's probably looking for a little blood on the saddle. Maybe. All right, looking at the wait times, it appears as if they have added it to the My Disney Experience app. 45 for Jungle Cruise, 30 for Pirates, 20 for Aladdin. So only a 15-minute wait for Country Bear Musical Jamboree, new. In Magic Kingdom, 15-minute standby wait. That's not bad at all. I mean, that's less of a wait time on an opening day attraction than it is to wait for the Aladdin magic carpets. Oh, is that looking very dapper, Shaker. Looking very, very dapper. Look at this. You got the vest. You got the bow tie. Is something going on today? Is there like something? Oh, over there. It's that way. All right, I'll head that way, Shaker. All right. Good to see you again. Good to see you again, buddy. Hello, Wendell. Good to see you. Look at you wearing the hat. You got the vest. You got the cowboy vest on. Like a cowboy today over here in Frontierland. Where can I get one of those hats? Is it somewhere? One of the gift shops, maybe?
He has a private designer.
Oh, it's an exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head in and watch the new show. All right, so this is the extended queue. Does not look too bad at all right now. Opening day, not too hectic at this particular time frame. A wild and woolly good time. Country Bears Musical Jamboree here, 1898 established Grizzly Hall. And here is the new sign. Proudly presents, starring Henry, Trixie, Wendell, Teddy Bear, Bubbles, Bunny, Bubbles and Beulah, Terrence Shaker, Romeo McGraw, no longer Liver Lips, Ernest the Dude, and of course, Big Al. 5 Bear Rug continuous shows. Let's do this. Oh yeah, 2 new-ish attractions. Well, there were 2 original attractions that were kind of reimagined, if you will. They're not really, I mean, they are new attractions, even though they're kind of the same ride and show buildings, with former Splash Mountain, now Tiana's, and original Country Bears, now Country Bears Musical Jamboree. I like that the Bears were wearing all their spiffy clothes. They were wearing their best out for the opening day. And this honestly does not look too bad of a line. I think I'm going to be going into the pre-show room, or the waiting room, I should say. Not the Fugazi song, but I feel like a Fugazi song right now. Yeah, honestly, kind of surprised. There's not really a lot of more people. I'm sure at Rope Drop there was a lot, but I think getting here an hour or 2 after Rope Drop probably helped with the. I'm sure later in the evening it'll probably be. Look at this. This is the end of the line sign is right here in the shade. So that's not too terribly bad right now. Inside the cases there is a Ernest Rehearsal Fiddle fireproofing proved necessary. And here's some of the musical notes of the song "Come Again" right there. Microphone used to record the original Country Bear Jamboree record. And down here is some sort of a wooden metronome. Right, there's a book that says "I Barely Remember." Of course, Barry Poppins, starring Trixie and Ernest the Dude over here. There's Big Al's footprints right there, almost like immortalized at the Grizzly Theater. Got another amount of stuff. Got some fan mail down here. And they're now doing an announcement. You got the 5 Bear Rugs 5 bear rugs, bear in our souls. You got a guitar over here. You got a camera right down here. Oh, I think that's actually Shaker's guitar. That's Shaker's guitar strap right there, which is kind of neat. I can't tell if they changed any of these. I think they may have added a couple through here. They might have actually added a few. This one was here before. Yeah, so these cases were not in here before. Grizzly Hall opens. Venue promises a wild and woolly time. Here's a top hat here that belongs to Ursus H. Bear right here. Oscar's original teddy bear right there. Here's Fred's first mouth heart picked up from his dad. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And that's Ted's washboard and cider jugs right there. Yeah, that's Ted's. This is from opening day, October of 1898. October. I like that. October 1898. I hope I like this. I hope there's a lot of comedy in it. I hope they didn't cut out all the comedy and just. So from what I was hearing, I haven't watched any of the videos or anything, but when they did the announcement, they were saying they were going to be singing a lot of songs that people already know. Which originally the songs were they weren't original Country Bear songs. Those were old country songs that they put in the show. So it's not like the original wasn't cover songs, but I think these are going to be more well-known pop songs. Again, I'll give my opinion afterwards. Now that I see that bear, I'm wondering if they're still going to have him squeaking the bear at the end of the song as it goes. I hope so. Hopefully they didn't remove the bear. I mean, that's like one of the quintessential things that you remember. Right over there. There he is pictured in there from the opening. He's right there. He's always got the bear. He doesn't play an instrument. He just squeaks the bear. So I hope they didn't get rid of that. It's going to be a mind scramble seeing this completely changed. All right now, heading in. Oh, Big Al. I am going to be really disappointed if they didn't leave Blood on the Saddle in. I think everything else, I'm kind of okay with them changing. Well, not really, but the one thing would definitely be, come on, you gotta leave Blood on the Saddle in. Yeah, the song Blood on the Saddle was originally performed, even the one they had in the old show, by Tex Ritter, John Ritter's father. So if that's gone, we got a little of the Ritter family history will be gone away. Right upon walking in, Max, Buff, and Melvin have totally new dialogue than they had before.
Smell the excitement in the air.
I wonder who's doing the voices.
I think that's the churro.
Oh, they're talking about churros. Yeah, they got new voice actors. Melvin just belched, just burped right there. Yeah, that's a little un-PC. All right. I guess it's still off the rails.
There's no eating, drinking, or smoking allowed in the theater. And you can take all the photos and video you like. Do we? Psst, Rufus, wake up! Oh. Over here. Okay, everybody. Now we're ready to start. Give us a little intro there, Gomer. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the one and only original Country Bear musical jamboree, featuring a wild little country, a little western, and a whole lot of everything in between. So get those paws tapping. Let's hear it for the 5 Bear Rocks. Hit it, boys! Please let them go down into the lead. No time to even hide. He's our very own Trixie and the talented trio, Bunny, Bubbles, and Beulah, Bunny, and Bubbles. Well, any way you count it, there's triple the fun. And though we know he washes well, they always end up to the smell. too sad. I can't go home. Poor guy. Now, how about we do one of my favorites? You got a friend in me. Look for the bad necessities, the simple bad necessities. Well, folks, this concludes our show. As you can see, we're still barely keeping it together.
I'm just kind of giving my opinion. Yeah, I kind of feel like it in the way where Tiana's is. I wish Splash Mountain was still around, but Tiana's Bayou Adventure is really, really freaking good, and they did a really good job on this one. That attraction needed a lot of TLC, so it's good that they finally gave it a little TLC, even though not super stoked on the song choices. The song choices probably could have been maybe not quite as, someone say cliche, but not quite as predictable as what they were. But honestly, they did a good job mixing the songs out. They didn't use like actual songs from they used the songs from the soundtrack, but they re-recorded them, redid them, and they get a good job kind of getting the vibe of the original. I'll say it's worth checking out, and I will check it out again. Anyway, I hope that really made a little bit of sense. Probably didn't. Yeah, I had like it's just definitely weird. It was weird being in there. Again, I thought they did a heck of a job. I thought they did a heck of a job on it. Again, the animatronics look amazing. All the different effects that they did with the animatronics look great. I love the interactions of the animals on the wall. Really, all in all, just great. But the one thing that really threw is like being in the Twilight Zone, being in there and hearing all different narration, all different songs, the cadence of everything, something that I've sat through hundreds of times and had memorized, is just completely gone. And it's not an overlay. It's not like the holiday overlay they did that one time years ago. It's not going to be changing back to the original. That original has been erased from existence. That would be probably the weirdest aspect of all of it, and I couldn't really wrap my head around it being inside there. So yeah, if you love the original, it's going to be a little weird. It's going to be a little weird sitting in there the first few times. Going to take some getting used to, but again, it's not a bad attraction. I liked it. All right, over in the Frontierland Trading Post, or the Frontierland Mercantile, I should say, they have a t-shirt. Looks like it is a back design, Country Bears Musical Jamboree, a Wild Woolly Good Time, Magic Kingdom. It doesn't really say opening day or anything on it, but it says Grizzly Hall proudly presents a Country Bear Musical Jamboree, starring Henry, Wendell, Teddy Bear, Trixie, continuous shows, Big Al, and all the other ones. Big Al definitely not singing Blood on the Saddle, so R.I.P. to the song by Tex Ritter, John Ritter's father. What if they have what if they have any pens? They have a pen, I'll buy a pen. All right, also here's the what's new section. I just asked them, if they had any pins for today. They said, didn't have any pins. The only merchandise is that shirt I just showed. So here, Frontierland Mercantile. Watch out for those cactuses up there. They're very prickly. We'll take the ferry boat back over, across 7 seas. The express monorail, resort monorail was running, but the express monorail that goes back to TTC was not running. Yeah, the more I think about it now that it's been a little time, I gotta say I think I enjoyed it. It's a good replacement. Again, nothing will replace the original, but I think they did a good job with it. I think they did a good job. Can't hate on it too much. Just hearing a totally different soundtrack really, really threw me off. Again, gonna take some getting used to it, but at least Buford will be thankful. He's not gonna get beat anymore, And then I guess if I was going to be sad about it, then Tears could be the chaser for my wine. All classic songs gone.
Personal belongings off the handrails and out of the window areas. Thank you.
Oh, gonna get a little crossing here. Not only the tram, as that goes by, heading back to the parking lot, heading out, but also the monorail. So I will say I am grateful that we have some version of the original Splash Mountain and Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Again, I really enjoyed that attraction. Look at the monorail over here waiting to Waiting for clearance to finally pull back in. But then also, I am grateful that Country Bears is still around in a different version that's pretty good. It's not bad. Again, the songs are pretty basic songs from some big Disney films, but I feel like so many people know them. I think the sing-alongs might be a little better over time for newer guests. You know, in 10 years, people probably won't even remember the old show. I'll remember it. I'll always remember a little Blood on the Saddle, a little Big Alage. Big Al's still in there. Shaker's still in there. They're all still in there. I also feel like there needs to be a Romeo McGrowell, because he was dressed up as Elvis. That's what we called Liver Lips before, but now he's like Elvis. Is it Romeo dressed as Elvis? Yeah, I feel like there needs to be an Elvis McGrowell shirt. I think that was the character that was dressed as Elvis. That needs to happen. My first impression when I was on there, oh, catching the tail end of it. Like, get it over here. My first impression when I was in there, I was kind of like mouth agape going, what is happening right now? But now that I've had some time to reflect on it, to think about it, to walk around a little bit, look at the monorail just kind of peeking its head around heading into TTC. We're checking out. Again, even though I enjoyed it, I only went on it once. So evidently it didn't completely blow me away, but I know after I occasionally go on it over time, I will probably develop some sort of a soft spot for the new show. I'll never replace the old show, but it's not a bad change up. That's my opinion. Nice little cast of characters. I also like I took a photo of walking underneath the train station. This is a little bit of a view from my phone from the photo I took. I did like the cases with all the historical artifacts that they had in there before you went into the show. You know, at least we still got it here at WDW. Disneyland, they changed it to Winnie the Pooh. So I'm kind of glad that, you know, at least we still got it here. We still got the People Mover here. We still got Carousel of Progress here. We still got Country Bears here. And some other stuff. A few years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, prior to 2020, I went on Country Bears. The original Country Bears, and obviously I've been on it a lot of times, but there was one time in particular, I can remember the response from the crowd. Oh, coming by here? Oh, she's telling us to hold off. We're gonna hold off. But I remember the response from the crowd, I could just tell that its days were numbered. Some people just didn't get it. Some people reacted not in the best way to some of the jokes. Didn't really fit the modern day Disney park model. I wasn't offended by it, but sometimes people just have a hard time with things nowadays. They're not like an old timer like me. So, and I stated they're probably gonna change Country Bears, and there's something else I think is gonna change in the very near future. Something else is gonna change. Obviously, got rid of the original Splash Mountain. Country Bears has changed. A few nuances on some of the other attractions have come and gone. And in my opinion, I could be way off base on this, and they might have a hard time with doing it, but I believe they're going to modify, edit out, cut out some parts. Maybe, I don't know if they could redo the audio, because the gentleman that did the audio on it has passed on, and it's such an iconic 1964 World's Fair, Walt Disney the man himself attraction that's still in there. Carousel of Progress. There's a few things in Carousel of Progress which do not hold up to the current day Disney model that they want being portrayed out there. And I feel like maybe a couple lines of dialogue in there might be changed over time. If they don't, I don't think they're going to redo the whole thing, but see what happens. See what happens down the road. Again, nothing that I would want changed. I didn't want Country Bears changed. I didn't want Splash changed. Even though I'm pretty content with the replacements. Actually, I'm very content with the replacements. I'm not referring to the band. I mean, that's a good, the band's good, but I just mean the replacement of those two classic attractions. We'll just see what happens with the Carousel of Progress. Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. I don't think the Tiki Room will change anytime soon. That might be a long way off, if ever. But you know, we never know. They might edit a line or two out of there too. It'll be interesting. 2, 3, 4 years from now, Maybe less. What will happen to Carousel? I hope not. See what happens. Again, giving my, I wouldn't say 2 thumbs up, but giving it a kind of a, let's give it like a, hey, for the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. I enjoyed it. Change is inevitable, and I'm glad it still exists. And they did not mess it up. That's the best review I could give. They did not mess it up. It's a great show. It's a fun show. Animatronics look amazing. And the crowd seemed to have a really good time. And that's what you want when you come to a theme park. Even though it's a little weird here in all new songs. Actually, it's very weird. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.